Okay, today we are going to talk about variables and then data types. Okay, a basic view we'll see, and then later on we'll go to the little bit in-depth topics of each and everything. So what is a variable means what? It's just a memory location which can store some values in it. That is what a variable. Okay, so what are the values it can be stored means it can be what, a number or a decimal, or it can be a word or anything. So each and every value has its own data type. A concept called data type is present under any of the language. Okay, what is a data type means? Okay, it's going to tell to the variable, okay, that is actually each and every value has its own data type. Okay, what is a data type means? Okay, so for example, I have different values, that is actually it's a number or it's a word or a decimal I told. Okay, so for example, what are the data types right now in Java we have means? Okay, we have integer, then we have double. Okay, so before that we also have some other things, short, and then integer, then long, then double, then float, then we also have boolean, then we have character. Okay, and then we also have string, but string is not a data type in our Java. Okay, string is not a data type in Java, that alone. String alone is not a data type. Apart from that, everything is a data type. So what is these things are going to store is what we are going to see right now. So if you see over here, from my side, if you see short, integer, long, all those things, what it will do, these all are going to store numbers for me. Okay, all these things stores numbers. We know what is numbers. So what is it, 1 2 3 or 100, 5000, those things are called as numbers. Okay, double and float, what it's going to do, double and float, just 2 minutes, make it faster. So this is going to store me numbers, this is going to store me decimals, and then boolean. What boolean is going to store me is, boolean is going to store me true or false. Character is going to store me, that is a single letter alone. This is going to store me true or false. Then this character is going to store for me a single character alone. For example, A, otherwise 1, otherwise X, like that. Any single character alone will be stored. Okay, these things will be there under a single quote. Each and everything will be there under a single quote. Then string is what means, it's a group of letters. Okay, group of letters or a group of word. For example, always string will come under double quotes. For example, hello, otherwise what is your name, otherwise 1000. Okay, even a number also, if it is given in a string, okay, that is in a double quotes, that is also considered as a string only here. Those things also considered as a string here. That is what. Okay, so this is what a data type. Okay, so from my side I told these things are data types and all those things, but if you see over here, our side actually what that all the informations, okay, the short, integer, long also stores numbers, and then double and float stores decimals. Then what is the usage of, from my side, having everything, okay, from my side, what is the usage of these three informations for storing numbers only? Okay, that is what we have to understand. Okay, so why it is being used? Simple, I'll say you in a small concept. Okay, I'm going to explain this concept, okay, with the different values, okay, not the original values. Okay, simply I'm going to explain for you. For example, short, I'll have it over here. So short is going to, it can store values from -100 to 500. Okay, short can store values from -100 to 500. Integer can store values from -1000 to 10,000. Long, it can store values from -10,000 to, for example, 50,000. This is what it can store values. Okay, so this is how it will be given. That is actually, short means it can store values from -100 to 500. Integer means it can store from -1000 to 1000. That is, everything will be like a container. Okay, for example, short can store only this much values only. From my side, integer can store, that is actually these much bigger. Then my long can store little bit bigger over there. This is what from my side it will do. That is actually it's a smaller box. Next is a little bit bigger memory location. The another one is actually little bigger memory location from the before. This is how. So for example, I am going to want to store values. Okay, my value is actually, for example, 75 is the value I need to store. So 75 is my value, means in which other things I can store. That is, for example, it can be stored in short, integer and long. Why? -100 to 500, in between this range 75 is present, so it can be stored under short. Then from my side, hello, okay, from my side, sorry, just a second. Oh yeah, so from my side, okay, so 75, okay, it comes under integer also, -1000 to 10,000. Okay, so it can be stored under integer also. Then the same thing, it can be stored under long, because -10,000 to 50,000, it can be stored under long also. So that is what. Okay, so it can be stored under all these three things. Okay, so next I'm having my value which is of -1500. Okay, so now Imaja, can you tell me, so can you unmute and then can you tell me -1500 can be stored in which other things?
It is stored in int and long.
It can be stored under
Int and
integer.
long as well.
Correct. It can be
Integer and long.
okay, can you check it whether it can be stored under integer once?
How can I check that?
No, it's -1500. Okay, integer starts from -1000.
Yeah.
Okay, so -1500, will it come under integer?
Yeah.
No, -1500. Actually, -1000 to 10,000 means that is -1000 -999 -998. Sorry, -999 -998 -997, like that to 999 to 990, 998, 999. Sorry, 10,000. Till that it will be stored. So -1500 will not come under integer. It comes under long. So it can be stored under long only right now. That's the only thing. Okay, na?
Yeah.
So like that, So that is what a data type will help us to give an information to the memory location. The same thing right now, double is there. So double, it can store values from minus 2000.99 to 15,000. Float can store values from minus 15,000 to 50,000.502. This one will be what, 50 something to 14,000.20. Till that it can be stored. So in case if my value is minus 50, Sashi, can you tell me which are the places this value can be stored? This minus 50.20, minus 50.20. Okay, so I already told decimals can be stored only in double and float. So only this only can store the decimal values because my value is decimal. So now can you tell me minus 50.20 can be stored in which are the places?
Things both.
Correct. It can be stored in double and also it can be stored in float also. Why it can be stored in both means that is the range is, for example, minus 2019.99 to 15,000. In that minus 50.20 is coming, and then here also if you see minus 15,000 to 14,000, so there also it comes. Okay, this is the concept of usage of the data type in the program. Okay, the same thing boolean, it will store only true and false. Clear? This is the very basic concept of it. Okay, so any doubts on this one? Priya, you also joined, na?
Yeah,
Can
I
you-
have found them.
Oh, okay, now you're able to hear. Yeah,
Oh, you're able to hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Hello?
Priya, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you, Murali.
Yeah, your voice is also clear for me. Yeah, now it's clear.
Oh.
Okay, so now this is what variables and data types. Okay, so now we'll just see how to use all those things in the coding level. Okay, so this is what basic we saw. Now we see little bit information about how to use it over in the programmatical level. So from my side,
So, one question, Murali. So,
yes.
what have you covered so far? Like, I wasn't unable to attend the first session, so I just wanted to know.
Sure. That one I'll be giving a recap to you. Once this session is completed for today, I'll just have a call with you. So just what I told to Himaja on that day means, as what are the topics I will be covering to you. Okay. And then after that, I'll be also taking information about the configuration detail. That is actually one more thing. So I'll just share you the screen.
Yeah, sure.
Have we seen about the installation process, configuration, all those things of Eclipse and then Java? Imagine, have you seen about this execution thing and then after that?
Yeah. We have gone through them.
Yeah. So I have just gone through about the what are the topics I'll be covered, and then how a normal program will be executed, and then how my Java program will be executed, and what are the things that are there in Java, JRE, JVM, JDK, like those things are there. Those things I covered, and then after that the installation process of the Java, and then after that my JDK, and then after that Eclipse. Okay, that Eclipse is the one where we code the program. Okay, only that part is what covered for right now. I'll be taking a backup for you on that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that one. It's just only a very small topic. That is only the installation process, and then what is a Java program, how it will be executed. That's one thing. So these files also I'll be sharing with you all. So you will be getting. I'll just. So I
Yeah,
think so.
you can pass on to me later also. I know.
Yeah, sure. I'll just. Oh, I need to get your email ID. Okay, I'll just get it from
It's RMR
RMR
GPD
G.
yes GPD
Yeah.
@gmail.com.
Okay. Can you mute from your side, everyone? Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So the installation process, all those things, actually, if you go through how to install an Eclipse and all those things, you can see it over there. So I'll just
Okay.
let you know also for everyone. So
Oh.
now I'll just check it. So how we create a project.
So
So
which Eclipse are we using? Like the Europa or Juno, or like which versions are we using? Like
actually right now I am using it's a Kepler. The latest
oh,
version is Luna.
Luna. Okay.
Yes, I have installed from my side. It's Kepler over there.
Okay.
Anything we
So
can use. That's there will not be anything. Only a small little bit UI difference will be there. Apart from that, everything whatever the things are there in Kepler will be there in Luna also.
okay.
Little bit UI differences alone will be there. There will not be
Oh.
much difference on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Okay.
how to create a project? That is actually from my side in Eclipse. So how we used to create a project. So for creating a project, I'll just go to File,
Mm-hmm.
New. Then
Yeah.
after that, I'll go to Project.
Mm-hmm.
Once I go to project, so here I will be having a Java project. In case if I'm not having over there, I'll be having a folder called Java. In that I'll be having Java project. Then I'll click on next. Usually in Eclipse level we will be having a project, then we will be having a package, and then we will be creating a class file. So class file is the place where we will be writing our programs to execute. That's the only thing. So now first I'm creating a project. So my project name I'll just give understanding Eclipse. That's my project name. And then the execution environment I need to give it as Java SE 1.7 or 1.8. That is usually it will be there in CCDC Foundation. So that one I need to change it to Java SE 1.7. What is a Java SE 1.7 means? Nothing. That is in my side I want to make sure that is actually my programs all should be executed under Java environment. Okay, that CC Foundation, all those things are J2EE level. That is actually advanced level of Java things. But from my side, I want to make it in the execute in the Java and runtime environment. So that's why I'm selecting this one. Then I'll click on finish. Once I click on finish, here you can see a folder will be created. Okay, I'll just click on finish. Now I got this. I got the project here, the folder. Okay, that's the project here. What this project will consist of means it will consist of a source folder and then a JRE system library. If I go to the original folder location, I'll right click. Then if I just give an information as actually properties,
Okay.
I can see the location here. I'll copy this. I'll click on cancel. So this is my project. In that project you can see I have a bin folder and then the source folder. Apart from that I have settings, class path, and then the project file, all those things. These things are not needed for me. Main thing is the bin folder and then the source folder. So right now I'll be having a source folder and then the bin folder. So what is this source folder means? Where my Java files, that is actually what my Java files means. The class files, everything I'm right now I'm having the creating the what is it? My project, my package, and then the class files, everything will be saved under the source folder. The same informations, what are the things I'm doing, a copy will be created over there in the bin folder, and then for the Java file a suitable .class file also will be created. Okay, right now the source folder will be empty, same thing the bin folder also will be empty. So now I'm going to create a package. Okay, also I have here JRE system library. What is this JRE system library means? Actually it consists of n number of jar files here. What is this jar files and all those things means? Okay, nothing. These jar files will have packages. Okay, each and every package will have its own class files. Okay, what is this class file means? That is internal codes will be present. So from my side, for a Java program to execute, there are some keywords and then some method informations are already pre-written.
Okay.
Those things I can utilize from this one. That is actually the Eclipse will utilize these keywords and then everything in my program to use it. For example, how it has been used, all those things we'll see. Before that, I'll create the package. So if you want to create the package, I need to right click on the source folder, new, and then I need to click on package. Under the package, I'll just create a package. So I'll just give, always can you see when I type U, which is in a capital letter, at that time it's given information discourage package name. The standard way of giving the package name is always small letters. Okay, so small letter when I give, there is no information, a warning message. Okay, that's a warning message only, it's not an error. Okay, that means you can create in any type of case. The only thing is what means it best practice is always to give it in a small letter. Understanding package, I just gave. Now you can see one package has been created. Package is what means nothing, it's just a folder. If we go to the original folder location in the source folder, I have one folder here. Same thing if I come to the bin folder, there also the same folder will be created, understanding package. Okay, so that is how, that is whatever I do an action over there in the source folder, yes, copy will be created in the bin folder. Now I'm going to create a class file. So I'll right click, new. Now I'll give class. Okay, so when I click on class, it gives information, consists of the source folder information. So where understanding Eclipse is my project name, in that there is a source folder, in that there is a package called understanding package. Understanding Eclipse source folder, understanding package, that's it. Then my class name, so my class name I'll just give, for example, understanding Java, I'll just give. Okay, so if I make here this letter as small letter, now can you see type name is discouraged. By convention, Java type names usually start with a uppercase letter. That is, class names always should be in capital letter. Package name always should be there in small letter. That's a standard way. Okay, just a warning message. If you want also you can create, that's not a problem. Then after that I need to select here public static void main. Okay, now I am going to click on the finish. So now if you see package, understanding package, so that is my package name. Then public class understanding Java, that is my class name over here. So then public static void main, the checkbox I checked on it. So at that time I'll be getting a function like this. What is this function here? Means it's nothing, that is my program. If I want to execute it, it compulsorily it needs a main function. If I want to execute my program, compulsorily I need to have a main function, because all my statements will be written inside the main function only. So this main function will be helpful for me to execute it. Next, okay, before this, so now if you come over this place, can you see understanding underscore java dot java extension? That is, all my Java programs will be saved with an extension called dot java. Okay, all my Java programs will be saved with an extension called dot java over here. So how? Okay, so now I'll go to the original folder location. Now if I go to the source folder, understanding package, in that I'll be having a Java file. So if I open that understanding underscore Java, because that is what my class name I gave, in that only the file will be created. Now I'll open that file. The same information what is there present under the Eclipse, the same thing will be present over here. That is what here. Okay, that's a .java file. Then if I come to the bin folder, in the bin folder I'll be having the .class file. Okay, understanding underscore java dot class file over here. Okay, that's the thing, it will be there. So what is the thing means, whenever I create a Java file, okay, for that a .class file will be created under the bin folder. So class file is what means, it's a executable file. Java file is what means, actually that is where my code will be written. Okay, the JVM will need the .class file to execute it. So that's why the .class file is created. From there actually my execution will be started here. So now I'll just go here. Okay, so those things you don't worry, actually you will come to know why it is needed and all those things when I'm going for the further classes and all those things. Okay, right now you understand, for a Java file a .class file will be created under the bin folder. That is what right now you have to know. So that one will help you to understand other things later. So, and also in a program always I need a main function to execute it. So all my statements will be written under the main function. So now as of now I need to print a value. So for that sysO, I'll need to give sysO and then control space. That will give me system.out.println. So what is the shortcut means? Simple syso and then control plus space button. If I press, at that time I will be getting system.out.println. What is this double slash? 2 times I am given. Okay, the forward slash means that is this for 2 times. If I give you forward slash, that is a comment over there in Java. If I don't want to execute a line, at that time that line I need to give with double slash forward slash. Now I'll type hello world in it. Okay, I typed hello world. Now I want to execute it. Okay, so I'll just increase the font size also. Okay, see, system.out.println hello world I have written. Now I want to execute this program. It's simple. I need to right click on the file, run as Java application, because it's a Java program, so it's a Java application I need to give. So I'll click on that. Now if I see the program has been executed, it's given me printed hello world over there. That's the only thing. Okay, now that's the only thing. It gives me okay hello world. That is all. Okay. So any doubts still now? Any doubts on this one? Actually, how a normal program will be executed in that? Any doubts? Just stop me over there. I'll just stop and then explain you things. Okay. So now we executed how a normal program will be executed, that is actually hello world I printed. So now we'll see one more concept over here, that is we learned about data types here now. So how the data types will be used and all those things we are going to see right now. So before that, what is the keywords for each and everything? So right now for short, always that will be short only, that is I am going to give the keywords, and for integer it will be int, then for long it will be long, and then for double it will be double, and then float it will be float, boolean will be boolean, and character will be char, and string will be string. Okay, like that it will be given. So if you see over there, everything is small letters only, all the keywords are written in small letters. Okay, so now we'll see how to assign a value. That's what we're going to see. So from my side we learned about little bit information about a variable and data type. Now we have to see how a variable is being used. Okay, that is what we are going to see right now, how a variable it is being used. If I give here integer I is equal to 10, okay, this is how I used to give integer I is equal to 10. This is how we used to declare and initialize. Okay, this concept is called as declaration and initialization. This concept is called as declaration and then initialization. Okay, so what this step will do, that is what we are going to see. Okay, so when I give integer I is equal to 10, that time, okay, so from my side I'll just give the same thing, integer I. So I write like this, and then if I give I is equal to 10, it can be given like this. So this concept, what's happening, this is called as declaration. Okay, just a second, I'll call you back. Himaja and then Geeta, can you just mute yourself? Yeah. Oh, sorry. You can mute from your side. So now int I, this one is called as declaration. Okay, this is called as declaration. This concept is called as initialization. Okay, this concept is called as initialization. Just a second. Okay, declaration, and this is initialization. So what is going to happen for this one means, when I give integer I, this time this will help me to create a memory location. That memory location is called as variable. It's going to create a memory location, and then it's going to give a name for the memory location as I. This is what it's going to do for me. And then what is this integer is going to do? Okay, this integer, what is going to do for it means, what this integer is going to do for it means, that is, it tells to the memory location that you can store only integer data types alone. That is, it tells to the memory location that you have to store only integer values alone. You cannot store other, apart from that, any other values. That is what this step will do. Creates a variable, that is, creates a memory location and gives the name for the memory location, and also tells to the memory location store only integer values only. That is what this will do. Then now when I give it as I is equal to 10, when I give it as I is equal to 10, this time it searches, okay, it will be searching the information, okay, finds the memory location which is matching with I, okay, it's identifies which memory location matches with I. Then after that, in that memory location, it stores value as 10 here. That is what it will do. So it searches for the memory location in the system where my memory location matches with I. In that it stores 10. Okay, that is what it will do. Before it will be empty. That is actually, usually it will be empty over there. That is actually, it depends on different data types what will be stored and all those things. That I will be telling you later. Right now the thing is, integer I means it creates me a variable and gives a variable name as I, then gives an information to the memory location that store only integer values alone. When I give I is equal to 10, that time it searches for the memory location which matches with I. In that, 10 will be stored over there. That is what it will do. Okay, now this is what will happen over here. Okay, any doubts on this one? If you have any doubts, just tell me. Okay, now I am going to use the variable. How to use? So I need to give like this: integer I is equal to 10. Integer I is equal to 10 I gave. Now what? I am going to print the value of 10. So I need to give system control space system.println will come. Then I need to give information I. Okay, I'm giving the information in double quotes. So now if I execute it, see what happens. I'll right click, run as Java application. Can you see hello world and then hi is being printed? That is, any information that comes with double quotes, that will be always considered as a string value. But from my side, I need to print the value 10. That means how I need to give means system.out.println, and then I need to give I alone. It should not be under a double quotes. If it is there under a double quote, that will be considered as always a string value only. Okay, if I want to consider as a variable, just give only the variable name alone. Then I'll run it. Okay, I can also run it from here also. I'll just run. Now can you see hello world I and then 10 is been printed. Clear? This is how a variable will be used. Any doubts on this one? Okay, so today I'll stop from here itself. So tomorrow we'll see about how to use the help of the global variable and local variable and functions, all those things. Okay, how to use a function methods and all those things. Okay, so tomorrow you'll come to know about the little bit clarity of each and everything. Any doubts anyone has? Any doubts? Okay, I'll just stop it.